Hey guys, welcome to Only the Greatest, where we keep fitness simple, fun, and most importantly, effective. Today, we've constructed the perfect upper body workout that can be done in 45 minutes or less. So if you're a gym vet and you just need a little bit of something different, or you're brand new to fitness and have no clue where to start, this video is for you. So before we get started out in the gym, I'm just gonna give you a quick rundown of what the workout looks like. So we have a warm-up, and then we have 3 supersets going through the full upper body, okay? So in our warm-up, we want to get the entire body moving, so we're starting with some inchworms. We're gonna be doing some pull-aparts, TRX squats with a row, and an IYT, which is a quick stretch. For set 1, we're gonna be doing a single arm dumbbell bench press to get started, which just so happens to be my favorite upper body exercise. So just curious, what is your favorite upper body exercise? Comment below, let me know. And we're gonna be supersetting that with a lat pull down. On set 2, we have a single arm dumbbell row supersetted with a standing dumbbell overhead press. And on set 3, we have a skull crusher for the triceps and dumbbell bicep curl for the biceps. So make sure you stay tuned through the entire video, because while we're doing each set, I'm gonna be talking about what makes it so great and how the combination of these things makes for the perfect upper body workout. So we're starting here with some inchworms. And I know that we're only doing an upper body workout, but when you're doing your warm up, you also want to just get your body temperature up and heart rate elevated. So doing something that also involves the lower body can be really helpful. And we have the push up in here at the bottom, because we are going to be doing that single arm bench press. And then here on the pull aparts, my goal is just to feel those rear delts working, squeezing the shoulder blades together. You want to grab a band here that's not super strong. If you do these right and you do it nice and slow and controlled, it really doesn't take much resistance. So just a nice light band, about 10 to 15 reps. And also a good point is on the warm-ups. For the most part, doing 2 sets of each thing during your warm-ups is a really good idea. So again, even though we're doing an upper body focused workout, I like to do something that also involves the legs, so I can just get the heart rate going, raise the body temperature, just feel good all the way around as part of the warm-up as well. We're shooting for 2 sets of 10 reps here. So after 10, I'm just gonna flip around. That TRX IYT, this is more of a stretch. Feels really good on my shoulder. So just straight up and down, kind of like the letter I. And just push your body forward. Feel that stretch through the lats, about 10 to 15 seconds. Drop down like the letter Y. Now I'm feeling a little bit more in the shoulders and chest. Kind of pushing forward, holding 10 to 15 seconds. And then straight out to my sides. Really feeling that chest opening up. Keeping a big, tall chest. And just breathe. Then we'll get that one more set of the squat in the row, and it'll be time to get started. So getting started here with our first set of the single arm bench press. The reason the single arm bench press is probably my favorite upper body exercise is it just involves so much in one movement. It has everything from teaching you good foot drive in the bench press, because if you don't have good foot drive, you're gonna be pulled off the side of the bench, right? It requires good core involvement, because again, if you don't, this dumbbell is going to pull you over to the side that the weight has. And then obviously, who doesn't love a good bench press? So since we're doing 3 sets today, we're kind of working the weight up on each of the 3 sets. Now, depending on your experience level, you can pick a weight and stick with it, or you can work your way up. Choice is really yours. Both have their advantages and disadvantages. I like doing it this way. First set, kind of get a nice little feeler set. But once you get to know your body, know your strengths, and know how much weight you can do, then it can also be beneficial to just stick with the same weights for each set. Okay. All of our compound exercises today are gonna be in the 8 to 12 rep range. So here on this first set, looking for 12. On the second one, we'll take the weight up and see if we can get 12 again. So we're going from that single arm bench press straight into a lat pull down. So with the lat pull down, you wanna make sure you're nice and vertical at the top, big full stretch. As you're driving down, you're poking your chest through the bar, driving the elbows as deep as you can. Again, we're shooting for about 12 reps here on the first of 3 sets. So you'll see here on this first superset, we have a pushing exercise supersetted with a pulling exercise. One of them, I'm pressing horizontally, and the other one, I'm pulling vertically. There's kind of 4 major components to upper body. You have push and you have pull, you have vertical and you have horizontal. So that is part of the structure of this, what we're calling the perfect upper body workout. We want to have all of those components within the workout. Another thing you'll see here is that my first exercise is single arm. It's unilateral, forcing that core involvement, right? And then the second exercise is bilateral, both sides of my body, which allows me to use more total weight. So both of those components are very important to have as you structure your workouts. All right, set 1, done. Now we're on to set 2. And on set 2, I want you to see how we're using those 4 components that we talked about, push, pull, vertical, horizontal, just in a different way. So on the first set of exercises, we did our push in a horizontal plane, and we did our pull in a vertical plane. On this set 2, we're gonna flip those around. We're gonna be doing our pulling exercise in a horizontal plane and our pressing or pushing exercise in a vertical plane. We're also switching which one we're doing unilaterally. On the first exercise, our push, our bench press, was done only one-sided. Now our pull, which is gonna be a single arm dumbbell row, will be done with only one side, and our push will be done with arms together. So on this single arm dumbbell row, the key thing is to really get those hips back. So what you'll see a lot of sometimes in the gyms, you'll see a lot of this motion here, right? I'm getting very little range of motion. So what I want to do is get my hips back, push that dumbbell forward, and really be able to drive that dumbbell back towards my hip for a maximum range of motion. And here we're supersetting that single arm dumbbell row with a standing overhead press. Now, if you're just getting started, you may consider sticking with the seated version that has the back support, because what happens here, as I get started, I'll kind of show you. What's easy here is for you to start to lean back as you press the weights over your head, and you don't want that to happen, right? So you want to be nice and vertical, coming down, elbows in front of the shoulders, and then straight line back up. You'll notice that I said we're doing 8 to 12 reps, not just 10 or not just 12. There's a lot of advantages to that. I like doing ranges because, you know, some days are better than others. Some days you might grab 50-pound dumbbells, knock out a set of 12 like it's nothing. Next week though, that might feel really heavy. So committing to a range during whatever phase you're in during your program can be a really good way to stay consistent over time. All right, so as we transition from superset number 2 to superset number 3, we're gonna be going into some isolation exercises now. If you're unaware, compound exercises, which were the first 4 that we did today, should make up the majority of your workouts. That's where you're gonna get the most bang for your buck, you're gonna get the most results. And a compound exercise can be defined as any exercise that uses 2 or more joints, which will obviously use 2 or more muscle groups to help you do the exercise. So now here, towards the end of the workout, we're gonna be doing our isolation of the triceps and biceps. And for our isolation today, I got some skull crushers here. So you wanna make sure that you have a nice vertical upper arm, elbows stay in place as the dumbbells fall beside the head for full deep stretch range of motion, and then full extension up at the top. And also, this is kind of a rule of thumb for isolation exercises in general. A little bit higher rep range can be effective because you're isolating only one muscle at a time. So lower weight, touch higher reps can often be helpful. I'm doing a hammer curl where I don't rotate the wrist. That's mostly because I'm overcoming a recent shoulder injury. And even though it doesn't seem like much, there's something about that wrist rotation that just kind of bothers my shoulder still. So I'm still doing some physical therapy exercises for that. But I've noticed that just doing a neutral grip hammer curl, no issues with my shoulder. All right guys, so that wraps up our perfect upper body workout that should be done in 45 minutes or less. We did a warm up, we showed you how that worked. We did 2 exercise supersets, compound, isolation. We got all done in about 45 minutes. So make sure you try this workout next time you're in the gym for upper body, and like and subscribe to our channel here for more videos just like this one.